Hello, my name is Franck Pontais. This is Anne Hood from the Smart School of Cookery in Danbury in Essex, and we are here to show you a lovely recipe. For the ham quiche, I'm going to make the base first. To make the base, you need some short crust pastry. You can make it yourself, or you can buy it in a shop. Basically, what is it inside? It's flour, butter, water, and eggs. First, take the pastry out of the fridge for at least 1 hour before you use it. If not, it will be too hard to roll. Use a roller pin and make sure you press the pastry down like that first. Then you turn it on the other side and do the same thing across. Then across again. And again until it's thin enough to roll. When you arrive at this stage, turn it over, make sure you've got some flour on the table so that doesn't stick. Then to roll the pastry, start in the middle and roll it in front and towards you. Then you turn it around again. You don't want to make it too thick, between 2 to 3 millimeters maximum. When you arrive at this stage, get a circle which is 20 centimeters diameter, 20 centimeters, and it's for 4 to 5 people. Get it underneath the pastry and get the pastry on top of it. Then, with both hands, this hand will actually push the pastry inside the circle. With the other hand, we're just doing the corner. We don't want them round. If you got too much pastry around, just cut the excess first. When you arrive at this stage, 2 hands. One to lift the pastry so you can push it down with the other hand. And then you turn it. Make sure it's well pushed inside, so once it's cooked, it makes a very neat angle. When you arrive at this stage, press the pastry down on the side, the excess pastry down on the side. By doing so, you can see on both sides here, with a knife, you'll make all the right quantity of pastry you need. So with a knife, around. Remove the excess. Now we end up with a pastry like that. Turn the excess pastry up and put it inside the mold like this. Inside the mold like this and all around the mold. Make sure there is enough flour so you can turn it properly. And that goes inside all the time. By doing so, you'll have all the same amount of pastry all around your tart. That works for quiches, but that also sometimes works for, depending on the pastry you use, for sweets. Then you press it down by nipping your fingers, pressing them against the circle. If you use a mold, you can press it down against the mold. But now, when you arrive at the top, you need to press your finger, leaving a gap in here, so that just goes on top of the pastry. There we go, so now you've got your circle done. You've got 2 choices. You can use your fingers if you want to make a very pretty little border around it. So you can use your finger by nipping like that, putting one finger on the other, so you're nipping like that, using the fingers. Or if you have this little thing at home, just have same thing, one finger behind, and you press it. Not completely, but the bottom need to be cooked, because obviously a quiche, it's a mix that goes inside it. And we're going to get the bottom all soggy. So it's important to bake it now, before you get your mix on top of it. To do so, make sure you get a little hole, so it doesn't raise. when you've done that, put it in your tray. Put it on your tray on top of a baking paper so that doesn't stick to the tray when you put it in the oven. Once you've done that, you don't want your pastry to raise. So what you do, you get some paper. Mine is full of lentils in here, but any pulse will do. It could be beans, it could be anything you want. With some paper. And put it inside. That's it, close it, and I can go in the oven for 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes at 220 degrees. Keep an eye on it, we just want to part bake the pastry. I just took the lentils out of the cases. This is the cooked cases now, you see. Cool and cool, just put it back in the ring before you put the filling, just in case the filling push over the side. Now we're going to make the filling. So first, rapeseed oil into a pan. Next, you dice your onion. We're going to sweat the onion in a pan with a bit of rapeseed oil. It could be vegetable oil if you want. Just sweat the onion. So that's half of a medium onion or 60 grams maximum. Then cured bacon. We won't put any seasoning, or not that much seasoning, that much salt into these quiches because the bacon is very salty to start with. So we dice also. And that goes with the onion. Beautiful. You can smell the flavor, it's very nice. Then we finish by the diced ham. Remove the skin of the ham and dice it into little cubes. Not too big, because when you're going to slice it, you don't want to break the quiches into pieces. So maybe about half a centimeter maximum cube. You can now add your ham in the quiche, in a mix. Stir it well. Leave it a further 1 or 2 minutes to cook. Then we're going to chill this mixture in the fridge for about 10-15 minutes. So it's not too hot when we put it into the pastry cases. So my mix is now chilled. Not completely cold, but just chilled a little bit. I just put it on the bottom of my quiche. You can see it's very well garnished, and what is all about a quiche. It's not only custard mix, but also a lot of ham inside. Now, for my mix now, 2 eggs. Because it's quite big, because there is a lot of into this quiche already, so you don't want to put too much custard mix on top of that. So we put only for 2 eggs, 150 ml of double cream, and as much as crème fraîche, 150 grams of crème fraîche. Then 1 pinch of salt, 1 pinch of pepper, 2 pinches of nutmeg. My mix is already done now. Just pour it nicely on top. And we'll finish it with some grated Gruyere cheese. You can use cheddar cheese if you want, but Gruyere cheese works very well. Okay, ready to go in the oven. I will cook for about 25 to 30 minutes at 175 to 180 degrees. I just took it from the oven. It's obviously very hot, so the ring is still around. Let it cool down a little bit before you take it off. And once you take it off, you can slice it in the fridge or eat it warm, it's up to you. Here we go. This is a ham quiche. Thank you, enjoy.